Hello, everybody. Thanks guys for joining in with Let's Talk Anything and Everything with Rel.
And Wayne.
Today we're at the Ingenuity Fest with.
Sophie Absolutely with Black Widow Management and Productions.
So I got the invite from the event. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
No problem. So I was trying to figure out what the event was actually like really about. I'm Googling and I'm looking and I'm like,
Oh man.
I see what they're talking about, but what is it? What's the basis of the event? And I was kind of confused. And when my co-host asked me, he was like, "Hey, bro, so what are we actually doing?" I'm
I don't even know.
like, "Gonna take a lot of
Yeah, that's
pictures,
what he's saying. He said you just taking pictures, bro.
and I'm gonna do a lot of B-roll."
So I can't even tell you.
Yeah, that's
Said,
so
"This is
funny.
it. It's real. I'm not making it up."
It seems like a figment of your imagination though, if you come, because it really is unexplainable with words.
Yeah.
Every time I try to explain it to somebody, I'm like, I can't. It's like creativity at its max. It's so innovative. It's so many things that happen here. Basically, how I explain it to people, it's a warehouse, but not just a warehouse. It's a warehouse. Every nook and cranny is covered with something creative. That's what I love about the space. Like, it's all types of people that work here, and it's. I just like the fact that it feels like creative freedom, like true creative expression is what I get when I'm here. So, very eccentric. Very creative.
It definitely, like I was saying earlier, makes me feel like a little kid again walking through.
That
I'm
part.
just like, oh, what's this?
Yes.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, you feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
Actually, the person we were just speaking to, he's like, I just want to explore. Like, I don't even know. I don't need a map.
There's so many. Every time you walk to a new room, there's
Something
something.
doesn't catch your attention.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
It's so cool. So cool. Yep.
This is my first year here, so it's really nice.
Wow, it's your first
Yeah.
time. Oh, well, thank you guys for coming. Like, I feel like people feel so much reservation when I try to explain it. I'm like, it's just really cool. You have to come. So, yeah.
Even when we first walked in, I'm like this. Okay, so where's this Ingenuity?
Yeah.
Because it's just like a warehouse. It look a little sketchy, but
Okay, how about this?
when you get in, you
There's a
good.
door that's blocked off, but it says entrance. I was like,
Welcome to Ingenuity Fest.
everybody be kidnapped.
This feels
It's a
like
little
horror
sketch
movie.
on the outside, Definitely. Yes,
And
thank
once I
you.
walked in, I was like, hey,
Yeah, the whole vibe
Yeah.
changes.
Complete vibe
Zoom out a
change.
little bit.
Look, it's dark and gloomy, then you walk in, it's
Yeah.
colors galore,
Yeah.
bubbles floating around, lights. Yeah,
Everybody's
definitely.
happy. Some cool shows.
Yeah, and my room actually is my favorite room. Shh, don't tell nobody I said that.
I did. I was like,
Oh, it's my favorite room. I have to shout out Light Up Labs. Follow them on Instagram. She and her partner are responsible for that room. They've been working on it for a couple years actually, and I just felt honored. It was very synchronistic how I got the space and was booked to pretty much cover that area for the day. It was very synchronistic, which this space gives that energy of synchronicities, and it was wild because I wanted this space. It was the first space I thought of, and I was like, I want to do Ingenuity and I want to be in this particular room. And the executive director reached out, shout out to you, Emily, and was like, hey, I want you to have a set here, and I think I have the perfect place. And lo and behold, the Crystal Palace, that's where I'm at. So
it's definitely dope.
Yeah.
The lighting in there was perfect.
oh, it's so beautiful in there.
next pictures and videos. So
No,
Yeah, I cannot wait to see that footage. Oh my god.
The walls was dope. That kind of mirror. I don't know what you want to call it.
That's actually perfectly said. Kind of mirror. That is exactly what it is.
I think it's more so light.
And you know what's even crazier? This is the magic. When she told me, she was like, it's actually floating. Like, it's hanging from string. I was like,
That's fire.
what? So, yeah. Magic mirror.
What would you say got you into what you do now?
So, like I said, just creativity. I love creatives. For me, I feel like creativity it's literally our God talent. And whether you're, spiritual, religious, it's not really about that. It's like we create. That energy, universal energy, source, God creates. So anytime we create, we're tapping into our God body. You know what I'm saying? And it's very therapeutic as well. You know, it heals us in the midst of doing it. So I just have been blessed to come across some phenomenal talent, which, you know, shout out to all of them who are part of my set today. I had a full set today from 1 to 10 p.m.
That's fantastic.
Oh man, full set, y'all. So I think it was about 20 artists altogether that I curated. And when I tell you, I'm very particular about energy. So if you get a chance to like just check out my page at sophie.absolutely.com, I have all of those beautiful people tagged. But I'm really big on integrity, energy, good vibes, positive vibes. I want when people come to my sets to feel like, dang, like this is a vibe. Like, you know, like you always got good people. That I'm telling you, that's the best thing for me. Like to create a culture and environment where people feel safe, people feel entertained, but also feel welcome.
You definitely match that vibe.
Oh,
So that's what you wanted, that you succeeded.
thank you guys so much. And I lost my voice, y'all, so don't mind the raspiness. I love the raspiness, though. I be loving when I lose my voice.
Comes with the show. It's part of the price.
But yeah.
Is there a particular project that you're particularly proud of? Like that's your baby. Every time you look and think about it.
Past or future?
Either one. A favorite.
Well, honestly, I will say, I'm not just saying this because we're here. Ingenuity Fest is one of them, I'll say, because it's just, again, like the expectancy is 20,000 people for the whole weekend. So it's huge, first and foremost. And we just got done saying how dope it is. But also, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a birthday girl. I love birthdays, okay? I do something extravagant every year. Usually have like 4 events happening. But this year, I'm actually going to do a launch party for my company, which is Black Widow Management and Productions. So as you guys heard, I curate events. Thank you so much. Maybe on the next show, we can talk a little more about why it's called that. But to be continued. But I book artists, I curate events, I'm a creative director. I love like visions, seeing people's visions and helping it come to life. And yeah, so for my birthday, Saturday, November 16th, I'm having a launch party. So I've been operating for a couple years now, but it'll be official as of 11/16. So that is the next project. I am so looking forward. So y'all gotta pull up. You're pulling up, right? Okay.
Sure.
I'm saying because we absolutely, Sophie, absolutely here, absolutely. Listen. Baby, and head over, okay? So I'm excited about that because we're also going to be featuring some fashion, MCs, all of that, you know, dancing, you know, and I'm gonna be doing a little surprises as well. Okay, come through.
Make my friends have some real fun.
No, real fun, real fun.
Yeah. 'Cause I know a few people that like fashion.
Oh, I'm telling you, we're gonna have it all. We're gonna have it all. And if anybody actually, we probably are pretty booked, but you know, I might have some room for some other creators if you guys have any people to refer. So
Definitely send us information. We'll put it up with the episode.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I post them all social media platforms.
Okay. I love that. Love that. Thank you guys for sure.
how long have you been doing this?
Oh man, so it's hard to say because, you know, I think so. I'm 36. Woo woo. Okay. I have since high school, honestly, have been putting on things like curating things. I was a choreographer, dance choreographer for my school for a while. Yeah, so I wore a lot of hats. But it's always been like a transition. So I did that. I was a hairstylist and makeup artist for a while. I actually moved to New York to pursue creative directing on like high fashion editorial and stuff like that. And then I started curating shows, community service. It's just in me. It's in me. Yes, it's in me. I have to give, you know, shout outs to my parents, grandparents. Like they do their thing, have done their thing. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while. But I'll say just actively in Cleveland because I've lived in Charlotte, New York. I'm from Toledo. and somewhere else I lived. Oh, Jersey. Yep. But since being back in Cleveland, to be honest, I've been back on the bike, back on the horse.
Yeah.
As of honestly very recent. I went through a kind of traumatic experience for a while. You know, breakups, they're hard. And it kind of took me out the game for a little while, you know, especially working both in creative spaces. I just needed to kind of fall back a little bit and just kind of work on my healing. So honestly, as of the springtime this year, I'm back up and running. So
you just
yeah, I took off. I'm like, look, bite the dust.
Yeah, hit the ground with the feet running.
So yeah.
Is there anything? What's not necessarily tough? I'm trying to think of how to word it.
Yeah, sure.
What would be your least favorite part of doing what you do?
It's interesting because sometimes I will admit this. I'll be honest. Sometimes it's the same thing that I love, which can be the people. Sometimes working with people.
Yeah.
Everyone assumes that I'm an extrovert. I play it well, but I'm actually an introvert. And I've learned how to be extremely social. But I love my alone time. Okay. So working with people and also I'm big on like pouring into people and things of that nature. So it can be weighty, especially when I want to make sure that there's balance, you know, and I'm taking care of myself. Like self-health is like key. I can't say that enough. Self-health is key. Self-love is key. But I would say sometimes you come across harder personalities, you know, egos, trust issues and things of that nature. But I try to just focus on the fact that we manifest everybody in our life, you know, and at the end of the day, it's a lesson. One of my favorite quotes, not to get all deep, but like that person, thing, or opportunity that like gives you the most like friction or struggle or challenge, that's in fact one of your greatest teachers because you have yet to learn to master yourself. And it's one of my favorites because it's just so true. Like it's kind of cliche, like, you know, everything happens for a reason, but truly everything happens for a reason. So, you know, I just try to get the negative bad energy away, you know what I'm saying, and try not to bring it exactly. And we all got our own toxicity, so I also got to manage my own ish, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, just
someone start rubbing you the wrong way.
Oh, especially I am a Scorpion. Okay, so absolutely. So thank you.
How do you balance your time, like recharging your battery? Working in such a public creative space.
Oh yeah. So I have literal, like at least once a week, a day, of just literally doing nothing, like resting. Maybe Netflix therapy. You know what I'm saying? I might do that. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, during that resting, sometimes I will do what I call lazy work, where when it's still stuff I gotta get done, but I do it from laying down in bed, like it just kind of rest and make sure I put it away when I want to, you know. But genuinely, I just chill. That's like the best thing to do. If I start feeling myself doing too much, I'm not afraid to move something around, cancel something. And that's the thing too, like I think a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to, I gave my word, I want to make sure I show up. Don't get me wrong, it's important to stick to your word, but you also have to keep your word to yourself, which should be like self-wellness. So if you have overbooked or if you feel like you did kind of do a little bit too much, people should understand, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't, you know, hey.
It also helps if you actually pay attention to yourself, because then
that part
you can do it earlier.
Yep.
Instead of when it gets closer.
Yep. And that's literally usually the next thing I'll say, like, you know, it helps you to learn, like, dang. And I think the thing is like underbook, like really just try to underbook and then build from there.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I do not take my own advice, but
it's hard to do in the moment.
It is so hard to do.
Yeah. And even now, when I do my hater, I'll book something, knowing that I got something the day before, and then I'll book something on the same day.
Yep.
And be like, I'm gonna just make it happen.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push through.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Look,
and then next
and then we do it again. Then we do it again.
Drop this order off. This is the exact same time to do this. I'll have everything ready.
He'll literally just call me, hey bro, in an hour.
we got this gig. So I'm gonna need you to get to it.
Drop off. You don't have to do nothing but just give them the fans and just bounce. But I got another event I gotta go set up for and actually serve. It's always.
And then he'll have the audacity. I'd be like, I'm busy. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I need you to.
No, I need you to go ahead and get to it.
I learned one thing when dealing with people that you actually trust and you actually let to actually rock with you. Even if they do got something that they gotta do, you just gotta be like, no, I hear what you say. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I really need you.
I really need you.
So see you in like 15 minutes.
That's exactly what he'll do, bro. Yeah,
I got you. And then get done this. You look like you mad. I do it all the time.
All I'm gonna say is don't go in there and talk to my team right now. I tell them, I'm like, I literally tell people ahead of time, like, show Sophie is a different Sophie. I'm not being rude. It's just I have to be direct.
Yeah.
And I sent everybody a message beforehand, like, hey guys, anything outside of ingenuity, if it's not dealing with ingenuity, I don't have the capacity for like side chatter and what's going on and, little, I don't know, gossip or just, I don't know, something that might want to be just random stuff. I'm just telling you, my alter ego is Toya. So my middle name is Latoya. So that's Toya.
It's a problem.
You just stay out the way.
Yeah.
Stay out the way. Stay out the way.
Heard you. Got you. I have you.
That's it.
How long did it take you to build up your business persona? Because in my experience, everyone as a business person it's a completely different person
from who they are.
Just chilling at home.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, what's interesting, I think it's actually kind of important to still try to stay as authentic to yourself as possible. I just think you wear different hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people know me, like people who know me as just kicking it Sophie, chilling Sophie, or Sophie in Showtime. I think they would still say it's pretty congruent. Like I'm the same person, but I just come in a different outfit, a different fit. And so it's honestly, I think again, just being a natural born leader, like genuinely, I feel like I've always been that. And for those who are like wondering if they are that, people just naturally gravitate towards you. If you feel like you're constantly giving advice to people or, just things of that nature, you kind of automatically step in a role where you're like taking responsibility. So that's why I'm so big on accountability. I'm not perfect, but genuinely accountability is huge for me. And I just think that that's very important with this type of role. And especially if you want people to work with you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to be able to, have self-awareness and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, especially in just this space in general, because everything is so personalized.
It's so personalized.
You're representing yourself.
No, legit. And I'm happy that you said that because I tell people with business, I have a different perspective. I know a lot of times they're like, don't mix business with personal. Don't mix business with personal. I agree with it to an extent. I have a lot of like two sides where I really see both sides and I agree with both sides. So, so it can make it a little bit hard. That's why I'm all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
But the reason I say I also don't agree with that is because we actually are people doing business.
Yeah.
So it is personal.
Well, because you have to a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say it's like a 60-40 split.
Yeah. Absolutely. But some people don't think so. Some people are like, you gotta be, but we're not robots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not.
Like even for me, when I was managing my restaurant staff, I can be that, that asshole that everybody wanted me to be.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm like, but I still have a personal relationship with you.
Right.
I can't just treat you like you're just a machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you still have emotions, you still go through things in life. So I have to still talk to you, see what's going on with you, and even if it's on like just for like a quick brief second, we're having a conversation. It's still, I want you to know, okay, I don't mind listening to what's going on.
Right.
But I still need you to work.
Right.
But okay, let me help you.
Absolutely.
Well, that's something I've learned doing business for myself is all business is based on respect and like not like liking you like as a friend.
Yeah.
But I have to not mind being in your presence.
Right.
At the minimum.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Unless you're just really, really, really great at what you do.
Right. Because then you make a little bit of leeway. Just a little bit, but yeah, we gotta be at a vibe.